Welcome to NBA Pub Hub on Pub Sports Radio. Salute to the ladies, gents, and D-gents for tuning in. You already know it's all love. Yo, the NBA is a hell of a drug. And you looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. Shout out to Andrew G in the motherfucking building. I see you, my man. Mark in the building. Gregory, good to see y'all, man. If you would, at this time, like, share the video. We need to get these motherfuckers in here. We got a like card, but we're going to hit them over the head. And also, if you have not subscribed to Pub Sports Radio, well, goddamn it, do it at this time. We got Jersey's finest in the building. Billy, the motherfucking kid. How we living, my man?
Doing good, man. Doing good. We got a nice little NBA 4-game slate today. Hopefully we can find some value and some spots. But I ain't going to lie, man. I've been in love with college basketball feast week this week. That's been bringing in the cash over the NBA slate. So I'm glad I'm here with the guys so we can get some props into the pocket and get ready for Thanksgiving week because, everybody needs a little bit of cash around this time. It's a holiday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. I don't give a shit. It's us that gets the bookies. I dig the vibe, my man. How we doing, Derl?
Yo, man, I'm happy to be here, man. 2 more days till I'm eating some turkey greens and mac and cheese. You know what I'm saying? Sweet potato pie. But yeah, man, happy to be here. Happy to be with y'all fellas, man. Let's get down and talk some sports, man. Any day on this side of the grass is a good day. So it's good over here, brother.
Yeah, man, I agree with that. Just stay on the motherfucking grass. Believe that. It's good times. JT, I see you, my man. I see you, JT. Good to see you. Sweaty Butcher, the motherfucking building. Up all night. Clothing. Show some love to our guy. Go check him out. I need money. Well, I do, too, because I took it on the motherfucking chin yesterday, boy. 0-3. I'm going to stand on it. Fucked around and did some shit I shouldn't do. God damn it. That's just what it is. I did some shit I shouldn't do. I became a Thunder buddy and shit. Shit didn't even feel right. And hey, the shit didn't end right. The shit did not end right. I'll just say that. But like we said, we got a little 4-piece and we're ready to get paid. Most definitely. We're gonna start off. We're going to Philly, and we got the Brooklyn Nets healthy. They got Kyrie back. They are actually Claxton, Mr. Claxton, Speedy Claxton here. Claxton is questionable. I believe he'll go. Yuta, the best 3-point thing going right now, right? I'm not going to kill his last name, but the Asian boy been doing dirt. Stroking it from deep. Yeah, man. There you go. Stroking it. He's questionable. Probably will play here. The Nets did open at a 7.5 point favorite. It is up to 8 at most spots. The total was at 2.7, opened at 217.5. This went down a little bit. We got 69% of the money on the healthy Brooklyn Nets here, 69% of the bets on the Nets and 95% of the money on Brooklyn. They're fully loaded now. Look to be kind of, ready to rock and roll on Sunday over the weekend. It was a good weekend for Brooklyn, I'll say that. Obviously, the big thing here is no Joel Embiid. Harden has been out as well. We do have 2 teams that we're going to see this a lot today here with even in the short card is a lot of basketball games we have tomorrow with no basketball on Turkey motherfucking day. So we have the Brooklyn Nets looking at Toronto on deck tomorrow. And then in the same category, we have the Philadelphia 76ers looking at the Charlotte Hornets tomorrow. Billy, the motherfucking kid. What we doing with this game, bro?
Yeah, a lot of injuries for the Sixers coming into this one. They're going to be without Harden, Maxey, and Embiid. Shake Milton, DeAnthony Melton, they're going to get boost in their usage ratings and minutes. Melton is one of the league leaders in steals, solid rebounder. Actually, his reboundings have been going up since the departure of Joel Embiid in the lineup. He gets a good matchup here versus Brooklyn, who's bottom 5 in 3-point percentage allowed. He takes 49% of his shots from 3, coming off a 5-for-9 game versus the versus the Wolves. 3-pointers should be at 3.5 at plus money, but we're getting 2.5 at even money at minus 115. I like DeAnthony Melton over 2.5 3-pointers. With Kyrie back for the Brooklyn Nets, that should give a boost for Royce O'Neal. Besides Kevin Durant, Royce O'Neal receives 20% of Kyrie Irving's passes, and he shoots on 47% of those passes. His prop is at 1.5 tonight at minus 146. With Kyrie Irving, he's averaged 2.7 3-pointers on 6.1 attempts with at least 2 3-pointers in 8 out of 9 games. So I like Royce O'Neal and I like DeAnthony Melton for 3-pointer props in this one. I would lean towards the Sixers team total under, but no bet for me in this one besides the player props.
Our guy Billy coming with the motherfucking goods on a Tuesday, man. Good shit right there. I like the breakdowns. All right, Derl, what we doing with this game? It's Big Ben. It's Ben's time to come back to Philly, I believe, right? This is actually the first game he'll be playing. If you remember last time he went back there when he was on the bench, I believe they beat him by like 40. What's going on in this basketball game, my man?
Yeah, so this is what I thought about with this game. Obviously, what Billy says, it's not going to be that premier matchup because you don't have your set guys in, right? No Embiid, obviously, no Harden. You don't have set guys in place to where you could, look at some data-driven numbers, if you will, even though everything is data-driven, and try to make a decision on who's going to win. Now, obviously, the Nets should win this game. But I'm looking at this from more of a narrative side. And I personally think that this is a game, in order for Philly to even be, competitive, they're going to have to kind of slug this out, right? It's got to be a dirty, drawn-out game. And I think they hate Ben Simmons. I really do. I think they hate Ben Simmons a lot. And you're going to see some testiness going on. You're going to see probably a slower game. And to me, it's just one of these games to where before the injuries, these numbers were kind of similar. They were kind of similar as far as first quarter scoring, as far as first half scoring, kind of similar here. But now that you have all of this lineup irritation going on, it's not something that I did want to play as far as a side. I think Brooklyn should get it done. I really do. I think Brooklyn should get it done. No way Philly should have lost to Minnesota, but here we are. Kyrie coming back for a second game. So things should kind of get back into a rhythm. I believe Nick Claxton's been the third best scorer right now. So it should be a rhythm, and you should see the Nets just really get it done. I think it's going to be a slow game, and I do agree with this total going down from 219. I do. I believe this is an under game, but the total to me, it just seems like it's just a crapshoot. So what I did was kind of look at some more concrete things besides all of the stuff that's going on with the injuries, with Kyrie coming back, with the narrative that the Philly fans are just going to boo the shit out of Ben Simmons, and looked at who's really ass right now on Philly. And you know who that is? It's PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker is complete ass right now. I looked at his scoring, man. PJ Tucker against Minnesota, 0 points. Against Milwaukee, 0 points. Against Utah, 0 points. Against Atlanta, 2 points. The first game at Atlanta, 4 points. He is ass. I don't see them utilizing him for scoring whatsoever. He is just there to play defense. So I like, and I've already stepped on it, PJ Tucker under 4.5 points. I don't think he's going to score today. I really don't.
My man,
so
he said under 4.5. That's under a cold motherfucker right there. He said this motherfucker ain't getting a 5-piece.
He's like getting the 5-piece, man. So that's a play for me. I've already stepped on that. You can get that. It may be a little juiced. PJ Tucker under 4.5 points. If this game gets slow and it gets dirty, he's going to need to be that henchman, right? He's going to need to play some hard defense. He's going to need to get boards. But what he's not going to do is score. PJ Tucker under 4.5 points.
Okay, there we go. There with the PJ Tucker under. He's the Undertaker today on that. That's funny. Under 4.5 points. All right, Nets best. I see you, my man. I see you. I know you're probably excited to get your team back. Got Kyrie going. Ben looking a little friend. We got a lot of love in the chat, D Mills. A lot of love in the chat for Ben to get a triple-double tonight. Things like this. I see you, Ick. Mr. Blessum, good to see you. I appreciate you joining us. I know you working, doing your thing. I see you out there early too, doing your thing, my man. I appreciate you. Andrew G as well. You said it though. You said it should be like a grinded out kind of game from a Philly aspect. That to me, I see Montrezl Harrell just double rebounds. Honestly, I expect him to have a pretty fucking good game tonight. First of all, Brooklyn's soft as fuck anyways, and then now Claxton's questionable. Harrell, most we've seen really of him was his little, interaction with Giannis. But we might see a little more Harrell tonight. This seemed like a game where he could put up, 15 and 12 very easily. So maybe look at that. But I really have no action on this game. But I do believe this game does kind of have a feeling that Philly might be in it. I don't know why. It just gives me that feeling that Philly might be in it. Feels like
the Sharps are just going to end up cashing this one, man. I feel like I'm with you on that. Like the Sixers +8. We back in Brooklyn at 8 points.
Yeah, I mean, who's laying 8 on the road with Brooklyn, bro? Like, I don't give a fuck who's on the back of the jersey. Like, where they do that at? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, Lucky Power, I see you, my man. I'm right with you. Jeffrey Blue, good to see you in the chat, my man. There he is. Dabby Cab. Billy was touching on the college basketball right off the get-go. be sure to check out what we're doing here on Post Sports Radio and our guy Dabby Cat for college hoops. There's money to be made, most definitely. DJ Woodwooker, I see you, my man. And, of course, MMA Locker Room here with the Keegan Murray over 11.5 points. A lot of love for the Sacramento Kings in here. Believe that. Good to see you, my man. This next game, though, we're going perfect leeway in to the Sacramento Kings versus we're going to Grind City, the Memphis motherfucking Grizzlies. This game did open at the Grizzlies at -1.5. Down a little bit here. We got 81 total, at 232.5. Obviously, money coming in on an over. Expect an up-tempo game, a lot of points, a lot of talent on that court, especially from an offensive perspective. 81% of the bets here on Sacramento proud the Kings. 97% of the money on the Kings. They do have Atlanta on deck, another situation where a team is in a back-to-back situation. We're looking at Memphis. This is pretty much Thanksgiving break for them right now. After this, they don't play basketball until, I believe, Friday after this. No big question mark here is Ja. I believe he will play, but he did come up questionable in the late here. I believe it was actually doubtful and then came up to questionable. Jaren Jackson also coming up as day-to-day. Looks like he might play. Obviously, no Baines, but a lot of question marks from the Memphis Grizzlies side here. They have lost 3 out of 4, and we got the Sacramento Kings looking like definitely they're the best team in Cali, but they're looking like a motherfucking bet on basketball team. That offense has been elite, very prolific. What are we doing with this game, Derl?
Yeah, so I got there early. I got there right before the news dropped with Ja. I did. So I stepped on early, Kings -2.5. And I'm not a person to hedge my bets, so I don't want to buy out of it. I'm still going to rock with Sacramento here. Just to win by a bucket. They beat Brooklyn bad, that being Sacramento. On the flip side, Brooklyn beat Memphis. It's just one of these things to where looking at their points, even how they score in the first quarter, they're averaging about 5 more points than Memphis in the first quarter. If you get Ja, it's not going to be 100% Ja. And Sacramento's rolling on a 6-game win streak right now. And they're easily putting up 30 points in the first quarter, easily. So I stepped on Sacramento full game -2.5 early. But what I also decided to do, just to see if I go 0 for 2 or 1 for 1 here, I'm hoping I go 2 for 0 because I'm really convicted that Sacramento can go in and beat Memphis. But I do like Sacramento first quarter money line, and I stepped on that as well. Sacramento first quarter money line. So if this game comes down early, looking for them early. If this comes down the stretch, maybe it's a slugfest, maybe it's a shootout. You got to remember, Sacramento lost that spread to Detroit. Right. But Detroit was shooting a miraculous. Like at one point, they were 72% from the arc. Close the game, they were 52% from the 3. 52%. So hopefully that's one thing that Mike Brown can address on the closeout defense. And you just have a better defensive stance on Sacramento's end to win this game in the long run. We're talking about a bucket. We're talking about 3 points for me to cover. But as far as the first quarter, I'm more confident that Sacramento can win that first quarter. I stepped on that. Sacramento money line first quarter for me.
I dig it. Mr. Bless him, Ixnizzle with the $4.99 dono. I got 5 on it. Much love, fam. Bless him, don't stress him. It's a lifestyle and a mentality. Yeah, man. I dig that. Much love to you. Kyle, I see you, my man. He's big on the Kings. Probably got about motherfucking, about at least a K on that motherfucking Kings, it looks like tonight, the way he's taxing, the way he's chatting in the chat. So it's at least a 1K bet for our guy. Know something? I see you, my man. Jay say picks Memphis 4-1 straight up ATS last 5 at home. Yeah, man. I don't personally have action on this game. I look at De'Aaron Fox's 24.5. That looks like good money to me. But I'm treading lightly right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Billy, what's in this game, man? What are we doing with this game, my man?
Yeah, man, you gave me a free bet on this game. I would probably have to go with the Sacramento Kings, man. The Kings have been playing good basketball, winning 6 straight games and scoring 120 or more in all of those games. Morant trying to come back tonight, regardless of that being in or out. I believe the Kings money line. But the way the NBA's been rolling of recent, the way I got smacked by the Wizards last week against the Heat, I just got to chill on this one, man. It feels like is the king spot. Everything screams king spot, but my money just won't be there. If I had a free bet in this game, I would take the Kings team total over 120 or more points in 6 straight games, regardless of the result of this game. Points are going to be scored. Maybe you can luck out, get the Kings team total over, and not even have to worry about a side in this one. But That would probably be the way I would go in this game. No props here for me.
Our boy Kyle got 5K on this motherfucking Kings game, so he's liking
That's what I'm talking
I know
about.
you think De'Aaron Fox going to get it, my man, and I know you liking Billy's team total over Kings lean there as well. I see you, BJ. I see you. You got something, Daryl?
No, I said somebody. That's what I'm talking about. 5K on the Kings. It's just how they're playing in recent form right now is really, really good. And Memphis is not the same as last year. And I just saw that comment on the screen. They've been different without Bane.
Right.
They
Yeah.
can't.
Our boy Rayhan. Yeah, he's another guy. Over there dropping big money on the NBA as well. And he's right. He's actually reached out to me and said they're not. He's got stats to back that up. They're not the same without
They're
Bane.
not the same.
And Jaws beat up too. I mean, he went from doubtful to questionable now, and Jaren Jackson still getting his legs underneath him, getting back in this. I like Sacramento here. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's probably best I don't bet this motherfucker Kyle because the way I'm rolling right now, goddammit, you don't want me on that bitch. No, hey, LJ for H-Town, I see you, my man. But yeah, definitely lean the Kings here. But De'Aaron Fox over 24.5, man. Come on, man. He gonna bust that ass, and I'm sure Ja will get his as well. But it should be a very entertaining basketball game, and I will be sweating my guy Kyle there for the 5K. Let's get it, my man. Mike Brown brought attitude to the Kings over. Mike Brown. Yeah, LJ, I agree. Yeah, they still ain't playing the most defense, but yeah, they're definitely a better coach basketball team. He's a good coach. I never really thought he was as bad as people kind of said he was. The NBA coaching tree is pretty fucking light in the ass, if you ask me. So there should be no reason why he's not coaching in the NBA. And I agree, and I think the same thing about Mark Jackson's ass too. But that's another subject. Let's go to the Mile High. Let's go to Colorado, Denver. We got the Detroit Pistons going into Denver. Opened at a 6.5 point favorite. It is now down to 5.5. This is like the COVID motherfucking basketball game. 63% of the bets on the Nuggets, 88% of the money on the Nuggets. We got Bay questionable for the Pistons. Obviously, they're losing Cunningham. The head of the snake has already been out. They stay beat up, and the Pistons are the motherfucking Detroit Pistons. They do have Utah on deck tomorrow as well. And the Nuggets here, we have obviously Aaron Gordon is playing basketball tonight. I might as well start off with that. But other than that, I mean, no Murray, no Joker. Jeff Green also, I believe, is out. So yeah, they do have Bo Highlands out there who's been playing absolutely unbelievable. Honestly, he's been playing really good basketball. I like that kid an awful lot. But it's a B squad for the Denver Nuggets. What are we doing with this basketball game, Billy?
Yeah, man. A slight lean towards the Denver Nuggets. Pistons are 3-7-1 the last 11 road games, 1-4 ATS against a team above a 600 record, and 2-6 in their last 8 games following a win ATS wise. Nuggets are 2-6 ATS last 8 games with a losing record overall, 2-5 ATS last 7 games overall. They haven't really been covering. They're a little bit short-handed with the B squad, so I kind of want to look towards the player props in this one. I feel like Michael Porter Jr. is going to have to step up again. He's been a little bit cold behind the three-point line. I think he's missed it in 3 straight games, but I think he finds the back of the bucket in this one. This is a really good matchup against the Detroit Pistons for him. Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 3-pointers at -125. If you're scared of that, you can take the points at 17.5 at -120, but that's the way I'm going to go here is Porter Jr. as a 3-point parlay piece.
Yeah, man, just needs to see that first one go, really, because once that first one go, he nice. But he has a tendency to fall back when a couple don't drop for him. But yeah, man, that jumper is about as sweet as it gets. It really is. Shout out to our guy Razor Sharp Picks. I see everyone on the Kings tonight. Yeah, I had a feeling you might fuck around and be on Memphis tonight, man. I just have that feeling. But I don't know, man. It's a tough game, but I do think Memphis is beat up a little bit. Sacramento, I wouldn't get in front of that train right now. They're out there playing basketball, and LJ did say that Mike Brown got them boys playing some basketball. It's Derl. What we doing with this basketball game, my man?
Yeah, I was looking at this, man. Denver actually was the second highest first quarter scoring teams in the league, right under Minnesota at 31 points. Right, that was up until about when Joker got hurt and Joker got out of it. Right, so. You had Denver at 31 points. You had Detroit at 26 points. Those points have actually flipped. So now you've got Detroit that's been kind of scoring as of late, especially after that Sacramento game at 31 points and Denver at 26. I also have to believe that's because Detroit shot a whopping, like I said earlier, 52% from the field. I don't see where the scoring's going to come from here. I don't on Denver's side. I don't. And now you're starting to really understand why Joker won the league MVP again, because that team would have been absolutely trash had he not been, playing all year. So this one here, I don't like anything about this because of the injury report. I still don't like Detroit. They're still losing games. You know what I'm saying? They're still losing games. They cover that Sacramento spread after a high shooting percentage. But where's the scoring going to come from on Denver's end? Right. So I just really feel like this game is going to go under. That's the only thing I could play, but I'm not touching this game at all.
Yeah, it's a tough basketball game. I don't really see why people would want to bet this fucking basketball game. But hey, we all did get out there, and you want to get some action, and hopefully you're on the right motherfucking side. But yeah, there is some props I'm sure to be made, and there's props in any basketball game. Obviously, if you dissect it, break it down like my man Billy does, you're gonna find some spots, some advantages. And he brings great numbers to back that shit up as well. Yeah, let's get to this last game on the motherfucking card. We got the LA Lakers. Okay, LA Lakers going into Phoenix. AZ open at 7.5 point favorites. Total of 229.5. So obviously that number has dropped the fuck down, and money has come in on the Phoenix Suns. 68% of the bets on the Suns. 63% of the money on the Phoenix Suns here. LA's feeling themselves right now. I know Derl. I know the boys wearing bam, ski, smiling a little bit different. The hoodie feels a little bit better when they put that shit on the last couple of days. LBJ nowhere to be found, and W's are just keep coming. Okay, I don't think it probably end the night though. AD's been doing this thing. Lil Reese, ever since he fell into the ladies, has been the man. So he keep it going, and Russ is doing Russ things. So. But I believe that it might come to an end tonight here. Billy, what are we doing with the LA Lakers and the Phoenix Suns, my man?
Yeah, favorite prop of the day here is going to come in this game. We're going to take Cameron Payne over 24.5 points and assists. Great matchup here against the LA Lakers. They're going to be without LeBron James tonight. Even though these games head-to-head wise, historically 7-2-1 in their last 10 meetings have gone towards the under. I think just without those guys for the Lakers, it's going to be a better spot here for the Suns. They're 7-1 ATS in their last 8 home games. So they've been cooking it up at home. I think they're going to cook it up one more time, and Cam Payne's going to be the leader of the crew.
I dig it. Lit picks. Good to see you, my man. Lake Show 0-5 ATS on the road. Yeah, they've had the bum fight fucking lately. They've been lucky. It's been a schedule advantage as well. But we'll let them have their day though. They won 3 basketball games in a row. I don't know if they thought that shit was possible. Derl, what are we doing with this basketball game, my man?
Yeah, Phoenix. They're just that team. They've always been that regular season team, kind of like the Aaron Rodgers of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Where it's they get things done in the regular season, and they've especially up until this point have been getting things done at home. They're 8-1 at home, right? They're 10-6 against the spread right now. So when it comes to playing Phoenix, you definitely don't want to play them at home. And to me, I thought this is where my thinking was. I looked at LA's numbers and how they've been doing as of league-wise. First quarter, 26 points, right? Last 3 bumped all the way up to 30 points. So these guys are definitely playing better ball without LeBron. Phoenix, 29 points. But in their last 3, they've had 33 points. So even they've increased. So if I would have seen any kind of decline on Phoenix's end, I would have been really, really quick to jump on Lakers first quarter, because I do believe it's going to be a slower game. 2 good defenses, right? Better defense, better offense on Phoenix's side, but at least it could probably maintain some type of closeness, if you will, for lack of a better word, in the first quarter. And I would take the Lakers first quarter. But to me personally, Lakers haven't. This is going to be the best team they've played, and since without LeBron being there. So it's one of these games to where I want to see how good can they play against a tough team at home before I start riding this trend. But I do lean toward Lakers first quarter, but Phoenix should blow these boys out, bottom line. But you missed that value already. That line's almost at 10. Man, it was at 6.5. And now that news is there, and to only see that line at -2 in the first quarter, you would think to jump on Phoenix because it's so low. Right. But at the same token, seeing how Lakers have been scoring in the first quarter and seeing how Phoenix have been scoring in the first quarter, this could go either way, in my opinion. So in the meanwhile, I've got to lean on it, but nothing permanent for me on this game. Should be a blowout on Phoenix's end.
I agree there. Shout out to Nasty Nate. I see you, Mr. Trifecta, in the building. Yeah, man. Yeah, and no, something you're right. On to add to that, Nasty Nate. I hope you wasn't on the Trifecta last night, because yeah, you give Wham his flowers. Wham, great call on the Bulls. Yeah, that was a nice spot for the Bulls. He read that shit like a book, and Wham motherfucking Bam did exactly what he do. And that's cash very easily on that. That's good shit. Razor, man, come on, man. I watch female softball over the W motherfucking NBA, bro. So that should answer your goddamn question, bro. But before we get to the best looks on the board, we're going to go ahead and, what is it? Seat Geeks, man. You want to get a live event. We got a lot going. College football, college basketball, the NFL, NBA. It's all out there right now. So if you want to get some live action, you want to take the lady to a concert, Seat Geeks is where it's at. Save it up. $20 off. Seat Geeks. One word, Pub Sports. Seat Geeks, $20 off. Do the damn thing. One word, Pub Sports. And then, of course, for all our DJs, Prize Picks. Match you up. $100 matched. Turn it into $200. One word, or I believe this one is Pub Sports Radio. I believe this one is. Billy might be able to help me out with that, because I do seem to fuck these ones up. But the Prize
Sport Radio, one stack gets you one back.
Yeah, there you go. So it's Pub Sports Radio. One stack will get you back. Turn it into two. Run that bitch up. Prize Picks. Show some love right here on Pub Sports Radio if you would too. Become a member. It's $4.99. Support the motherfucking movement. The Don Jeff Slaughter be blessing us up here. So you guys make sure to support Pub Sports Radio. All thanks, Pub Sports Radio. And before we get up out of here, what's the best motherfucking look on the board, Daryl?
Yeah, I'll go with the two that I took here. I've made a couple. But the best bet that I do believe I'll stick with is the Sacramento first quarter money line. Sacramento first quarter money line. I like the numbers and the way it shows out. I did also take early Sacramento -2.5, but I will go Sacramento first quarter money line best bet.
Yes, sir. I dig it. Sacramento proud early and often, and also does like a full game, I believe, as well.
Mm-hmm.
Billy, what are we looking at, my man? What's the best look on the board?
Best look of the day, we are going to the LA Lakers and Phoenix Suns game, and we need campaign to get the job done. Over 24.5 points and assists at -120. And favorite 3-point prop of the day was going to be Michael Porter Jr. over 2.5 3-pointers at -125.
Yee, I'm glad he gave you two, because I ain't got a goddamn thing for your asses. Nah. I really haven't placed a bet today. I kind of like De'Aaron Fox talking it out with y'all, looking a bit over 24.5 points. Seems like good money. I don't know if I'll get to the window there, but we ain't lying. We ain't front. We don't not fake the funk. No action, so it is what it is. Rob Free, Bo Jackson, Dabby Cab. Good to see you, my man. Everyone in the building. BJ. Before we get up out of here, Daryl, I know we got a lot of wine drinking. We will not see you on Thursday. God damn, I'm happy we don't have to talk about it. I'm trying to be in chill mode on Thursday. Man, yeah, I'll be fucked up by noon, so I don't need to be on this bitch. So what you got going for the Thanksgiving weekend, my man?
Yeah, hard pressed day to day. Got some shit to do, and then I'm gonna probably start drinking tomorrow afternoon, and that'll continue all the way until Friday.
Yeah, man. I dig the vibe. Get through that bullshit today, and then nothing but positive vibes from there on. Billy, we will not see you Tuesday, my man. I know you'll be back here Friday, I believe. You here tomorrow too? No, Friday. Friday was ski and Bobano. Yeah, man. So I won't see you. So you both of you enjoy the turkey. Happy motherfucking Thanksgiving to you, brother, and your families, and everyone in the chat as well. If I don't see y'all, but what we got going for the rest of the week, my man?
Yeah, man. I tell my guy, it's Derl. You gotta catch up, man. We started early, right? Now.
I know, bro. Hey, I know. I got some shit to do
now. Shout out to my guy Taylor Sweeper in the chat. It's Lake Show +9.5. Russ under 15.5 points. But catch me here tomorrow and Friday, and it should be a good week this week, man. We got a lot of sports going on, a lot of money to be made, and a lot of moves to be making. So I gotta slow down on the wine here.
Yeah, man. He said, slow down. I've been drinking a lot of wine too lately, man.
Okay.
It's the vibe.
I'm trying to get y'all over to the dark side, man. I'm trying to get y'all there. For real, I ain't gonna lie. Brown down, man. Put that brown down. Just
with the wine, with the wine with the flour. As much as I smoke, though, my ass be having a hard time trying to make it to the motherfucking 10 o'clock basketball game, bro. I'm all asleep in the corner and shit.
It's a different type of faded, bro. That's all it is. A different type of faded.
It's relaxing as fuck, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't get angry agree. You know, I fall back into the clouds, man.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing. I'm becoming more of a wine drinker of late as well. So salute to the wine drinkers. There will be some wine drinking all motherfucking week long. And salute most importantly to the real ones that hold us down here daily right here on Post Sports Radio. Matt Stoney, I see you, my man. Rob Free, LG. Spence, good to see you, my man. I meant to see you. I've seen you with a lot of plays today. I meant to get you out, but Spence, it's good to see you in the chat. Shout out to the North. Jay motherfucking Peasy, Cali's finest. Good to see you, my man. Swiss motherfucking cheese. Let's get to that bread. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.